Well, the Orpheum Theater, it's a cornerstone of Omaha's cultural history, a perfect venue for the opera.
Yeah, but it's nice to mix things up every now and then. Opera Omaha is going outdoors. The free concert at Midtown Crossing, and KMTV is really proud to be part of bringing it to you.
And here this morning, soprano Leah Patridge is here, and tenor Jonathan Boyd. Good to see you both.
Leah.
Hi,
Good morning.
Nice, welcome to Omaha.
Good morning.
Thank you.
You're from New York.
From New York, yes.
But really from New York State. And
yes.
Leah, you're from Atlanta.
I am.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
We're so glad to have you in Omaha and to have this kind of caliber here. I think people are going to be completely excited for this event that's coming. The idea, though, let's start there. Set it up for us, the concept of taking opera outdoors.
Taking it outdoors to give you all a free concert. It's like our gift to you to come and see something maybe that you have never seen before. Here's some really awesome music.
Yeah, and things that you'll recognize. You know, I'm singing Maria from West Side Story, for example, and also Così fan tutte and La Traviata, some of the favorites of opera.
That's funny because I sing Maria.
You do?
Yeah, in the shower.
In the shower.
Maria, I can sing all that stuff.
Exactly.
Like in front of a world-class tenor, to have the gall to even
In the shower, there's the echo, right? And in the Orpheum Theater, you get the big echo, so it's got to be different outside. How does it compare
This is going
performing
to be
outside?
really interesting for us because usually we're not amplified. When we sing in opera houses, it's just our big voices filling up this room, and so then we'll have this mic. So we'll be on a big jumbotron, so you'll see our faces.
So no matter where you are in the park,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see close-ups of us, and it'll be amplified. So no matter where you are, you can hear us very well.
Oh, just like this.
Yes,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
like this. In fact, that's me right there.
Is that really?
What? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love the idea too of kind of this open air feeling, because I feel like it affects the music, but it affects the experience a little bit. It makes it more accessible to people who might not be into opera yet, but they've been a little bit curious. Do you feel the same way?
I think so, and it's we're singing some of the greatest hits of opera, so it's nothing is too I guess serious. Would you say? I mean, there's some serious things.
I mean, there's some love duets, and,
but this is not a wear your ascot kind of night.
No.
Right?
No, this
Bring
is in
your-
fact,
no.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Bring a picnic, bring your favorite adult beverages or non-adult beverages, depending on what you feel like, and pull up a blanket on the grass and just really enjoy a night out. And I think that's the biggest thing, is enjoying the night out.
It's going to be a great evening. Can we talk about the two of you for a second?
Sure.
Your backgrounds, and where'd you come from? How'd you get started singing opera? I'm sure you started singing at a young age. Leah, let's start with you.
Well, I started singing very young. I had piano lessons at 9, and I couldn't stop singing, whether it was a church, a funeral, a wedding, anything in my small town in Georgia, of Lincolnton, Georgia. I live in Atlanta now, but I grew up in a really tiny town where I had the opportunity to do so much music because I was kind of the only one that really did it. And then went on to Mercer University and then Indiana University. And now I've been singing for about 15 years, traveling and doing opera, which was not my start, was really country music and gospel music and stuff like that. But it didn't challenge me in the same way that opera did. And I love the stories and I love the costumes and I really love the challenge of the art form itself.
And for you, Jonathan, how did you get hooked on opera?
Get hooked on opera. Well, I started when I was 4 years old, actually, playing the piano, similar. And then when I was in high school, my high school choir director said, "Hey, you actually have some kind of talent in there." And
Hey, you're not half bad.
Right, and hey, you should maybe go and try summer music school. And I went to Tanglewood University, or Tanglewood in Lenox, Massachusetts, which is where I then went from there, got into Westminster Choir College in Princeton, New Jersey. And while I was at Westminster Choir College, I had the honor of doing a recording with Luciano Pavarotti, which kind of got me started. All of a sudden, that'll inspire anybody.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so from there, I just continued singing opera all around the world.
But as a vocalist, how does singing opera compare to other forms? I mean, it seems like it's very technical, and what you do with your voices, and it's just, it seems like it's technical. Would you describe
the comparison
it that way?
to country music
Well,
or
I like
gospel
to think
music?
of it as training your voice to have a broader color palette. So if I'm only singing country and I can only make that one color with my voice, I could also train myself to make a higher sound, a darker sound, a lighter sound. And so it just gives you you know, I can still sing my country and I can still sing in a pop style, but now I have this other,
Right.
you know.
I mean, we're sort of modified athletes in a way. I mean, it is a muscle that you're dealing with. I mean, we're dealing with little muscles inside of our throats, and we train in order to. It's a modified scream, if you think about it.
It's
I mean,
mine's just a scream.
Yes, I mean, that's what they say.
yeah. Well, you sing those stratospheric notes and things like that. So,
And I think it's cool too for our viewers to be able to see you during this event, but then also I've heard you guys might be coming back.
In fact,
as
we
part
are,
of
yes.
this upcoming.
back.
Yeah. So
I'll
which,
be coming back in the first opera that opens the season called La Boheme, and I'll be singing my Mimi, which is my first time doing this role on stage. I usually play the Musetta part, which is more of the kind of coquettish, and now I'm the big dramatic heroine who. Not to give everything away, but she doesn't really make it in the end. And I will be singing one of the arias from the opera, the big breakup scene.
and
Friday.
what about you, Jonathan? What will bring you back to Omaha next?
I'm going to be back doing Così fan tutte, and in one of my favorite roles, Ferrando, because I love saying that role. Yeah, all the roles in the R's. But and I'll be singing that role in Così fan tutte, and then I'm not coming back for the next opera after that, but it's Flight, I guess, which is a new opera, which sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
The schedule is online, by the way, at operaomaha.org. But before we get to any of that, we have Opera Outdoors, and it's coming this Friday, Midtown Crossing at Turner Park. And guys, this is free. It's why at KMTV we're so excited to bring families such high quality entertainment and to partner with Opera Omaha on it. Some pre-show activities and then the concert. So please don't, and if there, heaven forbid, there's rain, there isn't a rescheduled date on it. So it's that night or never.
Yeah, and you'll also be performing with the Opera Omaha chorus as well.
Yes.
That's correct.
Which they're not half bad themselves. Very
They're a
talented
great
group of
group
Yes,
of
musicians.
they're
people.
fantastic. Yeah.
And so we see them all this afternoon as our first rehearsal.
Yeah, first rehearsal. In fact,
Yeah.
we met
We just
in the
met
car
in the
ride
car
over.
on the way here.
We
Yeah.
just met.
Oh,
yes.
I thought they'd known each other for
Jonathan, Leah.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
Stopping
Thanks
by.
for having
Really
us.
great
Thank
to
you
meet
for
you
having us.
both. Well, if you ever